everyone for joining us. I'm Carrie, and I'm back to mediate EMC's third podcast with Esty McMillan, CEO and founder of EMC Relocations.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining tonight.
Today's podcast brings together representatives of the top expat groups here in Jakarta, and they're going to give us, our listeners, a snapshot of the types of groups that are available in Jakarta so that people can get settled in quicker and really find their community. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be getting a chance to hear from everybody individually, but first we'll do a quick round of introductions. So if we can start with Anna.
Hello, my name is Anna. I'm from Germany and I'm representing the German-Indonesian club Jakarta.
Hello, I'm Anya Robertson from Indonesia and I represent Indonesian Heritage Society or IHS.
Hello, my name is Claudia Kuttner from Colombia. I'm representing the Latin American area club in Jakarta.
Hello, I'm Nina Handoko from Indonesia and I'm representing Women's International Club Jakarta or WIC Jakarta.
Hi, my name is René van Herre and I'm representing the DNC, the Dutch Expat Club in Jakarta.
Hi, my name is Sharon Hanna. I'm representing ANZA, the Australian and New Zealand Association.
Hi, I'm Stevie and I'm representing the British Women's Association Jakarta or BWA Jakarta.
Thanks everyone for joining us today. So before we jump into today's topic, we're going to share a little bit of background information with you. Many of you will recognize Esty, a well-known member of the expat community here in Jakarta and founder and CEO of EMC, a boutique relocations company. So Esty, as the expert in all things EMC, can you please share with the listeners what EMC is all about and why you refer to it as boutique?
Thank you, Carrie. Yes, so EMC is a boutique relocation company and we're providing services in home search, school search, general orientations, and why do we call boutique? Because we don't do our client like cookie cutter, so everyone is very personalized and we spend a lot of time with each of our clients to ensure that we really listen to them. And we also provide, besides all of those, also immigration services, settling in services, and cross-cultural training. And so that's what we provide to our clients.
Right, and it's that side of the business that really gave birth to the idea of a podcast. So a little bit more background for our new listeners. Every couple of months, we'll be bringing you a fresh new podcast where we highlight key aspects of life in Jakarta. And the goal is to help new families coming to Jakarta get settled quicker and really find a community where they can thrive. So far we've covered how to build connections through an international school, navigating the healthcare system, and tonight we're going to shine a light on the Expat Associations in Jakarta.
Yes, and exactly. So tonight, we have been doing blogs and social media posts on our Instagram for general information to our clients and also people relocating to Jakarta. But we decided to do the podcast, which is giving you more interactive and positive information about things to do in Jakarta for expat when they relocate to Jakarta. So tonight the podcast, it's different topics again. It's about expat women organizations. So we thank you for the ladies for joining us tonight.
That's right. And so we said before, we've touched a little bit already by interviewing a local international school, parents who go there, the principal. We concluded that school life is a great way to build connections when you first come to Jakarta, but obviously that's not going to be relevant for every expat that comes.
Exactly, and this is just another avenue of building community and sharing the information to our audience and for our existing client who are already in Jakarta, as well as the people who will be relocating to Jakarta, and how important it is to know what is available in Jakarta. And Expat Women Organization is important part because they connect you in many different levels, would be fun, entertainment, as well as giving back to the community through fundraising activities. So it's really important topic tonight, I believe.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, that said, let's jump into it. So we're going to go back to our guests, and this is where everyone will have an opportunity to explain, the organization that they represent, and tell our listeners some information about these really important organizations. Anna, we'll start with you again.
Hi, my name is Anna. I'm living in Jakarta since 2019. I'm from Germany, but my family and we moved here from Vienna in Austria. I'm representing Die Brücke, quite a complicated word. It actually means the bridge in English. And Die Brücke is in Indonesia and Jakarta already since 45 years, and the idea is to function as a bridge between cultures. That's why the name is like that. We are a non-profit foundation in Indonesia that brings together German-speaking people actually from all over the world. Everybody who comes can join in our activities. We offer orientation for people who are new here. We have monthly meetings with interesting lectures and coffee mornings. We also have excursions in and around Jakarta. And we have several different teams that focus on different topics. We have a social team, focusing on the social activities. We have a cultural team. We have a creative team. And we also have a team that runs our social media channels. We are also quite known in the expat community for our Christmas market. Yeah. Most people like to come there. It's a place or like an occasion where you will find German food, you will find mulled wine, you will find Christmas presents, and this is actually also the biggest source of income for our social activities. All our earnings go into our social projects without any deduction, and we are active mainly for supporting sick kids, but also healthy kids with tuition. We offer scholarships, and we also support projects that care for sick kids. Altogether, we have 9 projects, and we have the social team, and each person in the social team has their own projects that they take care of.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Anya Robertson from Indonesian Heritage Society. The society was formed actually at the Museum Nasional 54 years ago, and its mission has been to promote and increase appreciation of Indonesia's cultural heritage. So by doing this in the process, our community formed lifelong friendship beyond borders. And this is what is unique about IHS, because we have members, when they return to their home countries, they set up another community of IHS. So we have one in Italy, one in Japan, and so on. And other friends of IHS communicate and participate in our activities virtually also. So we bonded through friendship, common interests in culture, in history, and we share memories and experiences and knowledge which lasts for a long time. So IHS is a big community. We have currently about 500 volunteers representing 25 countries, 20% Indonesian and 80% expat. And so for ease of operation, we divided into 4 divisions. The first 2 divisions, operation and communication, serve as provide administrative and technical and social media. And the other 2, museum division and communication. The museum division work closely with museums around Jakarta. We work with Museum Nasional, Museum Textiles, many other museums and galleries as well, Gallery National, and Museum Matan as well, in different capacities. And then the community division, we have many sections. We do, for example, Explorer, which explore the hidden secrets of Jakarta, which is really ideal for the newcomers.
Yes.
And we also organize trips around Indonesia, and we have a big community of language sections. So we have French, Italian, Japanese, Chinese, and Korean, where our volunteers can do activities in their languages. But it's also other nationalities can join, providing they can speak the languages. And we also do research and study groups and publicize books. We do the research. And we also invite experts on Indonesia locally and overseas. So we have events on face-to-face basis and virtually as well. So having said that, our volunteers don't necessarily have to follow the structures. They are free to follow their interests in different sections. We have about 20 sections with 48 division leaders.
Thank you. Okay, my name is Claudia Cooper, as I told you before, and we are living already 30 years abroad. Me from Colombia and my husband German. We arrived to Indonesia 5 years ago, and we're leaving soon. And our kids didn't join anymore this country. And I'm representing the AYA as vice president of the association. And the association was founded already in 1978 from a group of ladies with the need of having the common language and of course the culture. And it started as a non-profit organization. And as I told you, the goal is to keep the ladies, the Spanish, the Portuguese together. And our association is helping in many social, and we are making fundraising. Our big activity is with the Latino party, the Latino Ball. Before, since I'm here, we are doing the Latino Fiesta Latina, and we are helping an orphanage, Fondo Taruna, giving them each month, coming with them to play with them, making many activities with them, making a big Christmas party, making also now Easter, having social things with them. And the members of the group are paying a membership, which is helping to buy each month kit, which we are bringing them, and we are making many activities also as workshops, cooking classes, and cultural things, day trips.
Thank you. My turn. Okay. I'm Nina Handoko. I'm representing the Women's International Club in Jakarta. I'm local. I'm from Indonesia. After studying in the U.S. and working in Singapore, I've been back here since 2003. So WIC Jakarta is one of the oldest international women organizations in Indonesia. At the moment, we are 300 members strong. We have 60%. Our members are 40% expats from 20 different countries, and the rest are locals. And then our mission is to build friendship through understanding with women of different cultures, and we achieve this by 3 different types of things that we are doing. The first with Jakarta is a social club, And because of that, we have many social activities through our entertainment program and circle activities. We have a big clubhouse in Kuningan, and we organize circle activities from Monday to Friday. We have singing circle, we have dancing circle, we have yoga, we have cooking class, we have Bahasa Indonesia lessons and Spanish lessons as well. And then once a month we host a happy hour that's very popular with our members. And from the entertainment part, we host a few events every year as well. We host Indonesian Independence Day event, we have Batik Day, we have Christmas, and we also organize domestic and overseas trip as well. Just last year, we took 33 ladies to Uzbekistan, and before the pandemic, we went to Kazakhstan and Bahrain. And of course, we also give back to society through our social welfare programs and scholarship programs as well. For the social welfare part, each month we support 7 social institutions by donating basic food staples. And then for the scholarship part, at the moment we have 25 students that we mentor every single month, and we help them with monthly stipend, and we give them a research grant as well. And then last but not least, our fundraising, of course. With Jakarta is quite well known for our annual charity bazaar.
Yes.
We always have that in the Jakarta Convention Center. This year marks the 55th years of our bazaar. So we've been around for like quite a long time. What makes our bazaar special, I guess, is the participation from the embassies. Just last year, we have 40 embassies that participated in our bazaar. Our bazaar is like a 2-day event, and we usually have around 10,000 people that comes to our bazaar. And the national patron of Big Jakarta is the First Lady. So we're always very grateful and lucky that the First Lady, she usually come and open our bazaar. So Big Jakarta, I guess, is a place for expat women and for the local women as well to build friendship through so many of our social events and fun events, and while also giving back to society. So, thank you.
Nice. Yeah, so like I said, my name is Renee van Haren, and I'm representing the DNC, which stands for the Nederlandse Club, which is the Dutch Expat Society in Jakarta. I've been living in Jakarta for 9 years already, and both my kids are born here, and I've been a board member of DNC since last year, but already I've been enjoying lots of their activities in the past 9 years. More about DNC. The aim of DNC is to bring Dutch people, but also Dutch-speaking other nationalities together, and really building a social network here in Jakarta. DNC was founded in 2000 and currently has over 214 members. How do we bring those people together? Well, we organize a lot of different activities. First of all, we organize a lot of family-oriented activities. Last weekend, we visited Snow World. And on Sunday, we're going to do an Easter egg hunt. But we're also celebrating the traditional Sinterklaas festivities here in Jakarta, and King's Day. So also the really Dutch cultural things as well. But besides that, we also organize evenings where we just get together and can network and have a nice glass of wine. We have a yearly fundraising gala where we also raise money for Werkgroep 72, which is the Dutch charity organization here. We're quite busy, and there's a lot of different activities that our members can participate in. We also work together with a lot of other Dutch entities here in Jakarta. So we have a close relationship with the Dutch Embassy. Some of the activities will also take place at the embassy, and the Dutch embassy in Jakarta also has a cultural center, the Erasmus Huis. Together with Erasmus Huis, we organize activities like every year we bring a famous Dutch cabaretier comedian over to perform at the Erasmus Huis. But we also have a close collaboration with DBN, which is the Dutch Business Network, and like I mentioned before, the charity organization, Werkgroep 72. Besides the activities, we also publish a magazine for our members 4 times a year, and that includes educational information about Indonesian culture. It gives tips and tricks like how to survive in Indonesia, how to find your way in Indonesia, but also a lot of personal stories from our community members, also with regards to the recent travel and trips that they embarked on and what they've experienced and how they are experiencing living in Jakarta as well. And DNC manages to organize all of these activities because of their sponsors that are supporting us. So we really appreciate that as well. So that's a bit more about DNC.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Sharon Hannah. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I've been living in Jakarta for approximately 5 years. I moved here with my husband Lim, my daughter Maya, and our dog Henry. I'm here today representing ANZA, and as I mentioned before, ANZA is the Australia and New Zealand Association, and we've been here since the 70s. Originally it was set up for Australians and New Zealanders to get together and share their experiences in Jakarta. Fast forward to 2024, ANZA is now an association that we're getting close to 100 family members from 17 different nations. So ANZA really has 2 main purposes. The first one is to support our members, and the second one is to support the charities that we've adopted in the greater part of Jakarta. So for our members, we have many different functions that we hold both during the week, during the month and during the year. They include food experiences, fun events in our clubhouse that we share with another organisation, such as beer and burger night, wine tasting, bogan bingo. We have daytime activities that include craft activities, hiking, tennis, cycling around the back streets of Jakarta, which is really quite fun. Mm-hmm. We also do things for our little members, so we have various play groups that they love, and we have annually a couple of functions that are on, well, certainly our ball is on the calendar for most expats because it's renowned for being an incredibly fun ball, usually with a theme. This year's theme is stars from the little screen. We also are great at answering the questions like, what is the best dentist? Where do you go and get your hair cut? Where can I buy the best coffee from? So it's a good place for our members in that regard. In relation to our charities, we have 9 different charities that we support, and our members' fees and the funds that we raise from our activities go to support these charities. So the charities that we have are a food kitchen for elderly who don't have family to support them. We have a rehabilitation centre for street kids that have soft dependency issues such as glue sniffing. We support kampung kids that with an after school education program where we help out with the food program there. We support an institution that provides educational needs for children with multiple disabilities. We assist with scholarships for children or students who can't afford university due to financial hardship. So they've already started university. They need to stop unless they get financial assistance. We also help financially sponsor children with cleft palates or people with cleft palates and eye conditions. And in addition, we also financially sponsor around about 500 little children who come from poor families that normally wouldn't be able to attend school. And in addition, we support ad hoc to tragic situations such as massive earthquakes, fires. We had recently a fire at our local poor kampung, and we contribute to those. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Stevie, and I've been in Jakarta for 2.5 years. I moved here from Australia with my husband and 2 children. I am here as a representative and the former chairwoman of the British Women's Association, BWA. BWA, like a number of the other associations you've heard about tonight, have been in Jakarta for an exceptionally long period of time. So for me, it's very hard to convey what BWA is in words. When I first moved here and I was looking where I fit, BWA was a feeling. It's a feeling of inclusion, it's a feeling of belonging, and it's a feeling of comfort. BWA, though, does, in our constitution as a legal entity with an executive board, have 2 functions. It's to offer friendship and support for newcomers and members of the association, and also to give something back to the community by means of the social welfare projects. In order to achieve both of these functions, BWA runs far more than activities. They run and provide the coming together of members to enjoy the company of others. So we run weekly canasta, yoga, golf. Very much our monthly must-do is the BWA roaming lunch. We also run quiz nights, cooking and craft classes. We hold an annual Christmas ladies' lunch, and our main fundraising event of the year is the BWA Gala. And that gala is purely to raise funds for a chosen charity through our social welfare team. We run 2 bazaars throughout the year, our spring and Christmas, and all those funds go towards supporting our social welfare projects.
Thank you so much, everybody. That was really informative. So, Anna, unfortunately, you do have to duck out. But before you go, we definitely want to hear a little bit more about Diebruk. I hope I pronounced that properly. So can you please tell us about how you connect with your members and how people can join if they're interested in joining?
So we have a monthly coffee morning, and everybody is invited to join. We have meetings in the different groups. They are organized themselves. So basically, if you decide you want to go to join the social or the cultural team, then you will have meetings in your group. And yeah, we are not only German people. We are also a lot of actually Indonesian people who used to live in Germany, in Austria, or in Switzerland and still have a connection. So it's actually quite diverse. You can find us on Instagram. You can also visit our website. I know it's complicated. Maybe they can put it in the video later on.
Yes, absolutely.
You can also send us an email. It's very difficult to pronounce. I understand that. Oh yeah, and we have a yearly membership fee, like I guess all the other associations also have.
Great. Yeah, we'll definitely include all of the details that you guys have all provided in the information section of the video, so everyone doesn't have to try to write them down as they're listening or memorize. What do you believe the impact of such a robust and thriving expat community is for the expatriates living here in Jakarta?
Yeah, I guess it's basically a home away from home, but more because it also gives you the possibility to easily get in touch with new people and also with a lot of Indonesian people. So for newcomers, it's a good place to connect and find friends and like-minded people.
Absolutely. So last question before you take off. What do you feel like you want to share with our listeners that maybe we haven't said yet or that you didn't get a chance to say?
I would definitely, and I know I've said that actually before, but I would definitely recommend everyone to visit our Christmas market, which I don't know the date, but it will be on the first, I think it's the last weekend of November. So see you around.
Excellent. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you joining us, Anna.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, so now we're going to hear from everybody about how members can join and about how you interact with your members. So this time we'll start with you, Stevie, and we'll work our way back around the table.
Thank you, Carrie. Like many things in Jakarta, everything's done on WhatsApp. And BWA has a couple of different WhatsApp groups for our members and in collaboration with another association as well. So we communicate all our events and we use that members platform to answer any questions people might have about dentists and hairdressers. And if someone remembers the beautiful jewelry place that was at last year's bazaar and they need those contact details. So we utilize our WhatsApp members hub for that support and that communication with our members. We also have an Instagram and a Facebook page, and that Instagram and Facebook page is used purely to advertise the events that BWA has coming up and also to thank a lot of the sponsors that BWA connects with and collaborates with in order to be able to achieve what we can in support of our social welfare projects. So you can easily find us by searching British Women's Association on either of those two social media platforms, Instagram or Facebook. We do have a web page, however, it's currently under construction with our new web page manager. So I will pass those details on to the team and they'll get those up for you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hi. To become a member of ANZA, it's very easy. Simply pay a small fee and you and your family then are a member and that's it. That membership entitles you to participate in any or all of our functions across the year at a membership price. And those functions include things like we have a morning coffee, we do bridge, mahjong, playgroup, tennis. They're on a weekly basis. On a monthly basis, we have a variety of different events. We have Easter and Christmas party for children, which is a lot of fun. We have regular nights at our clubhouse. We do food safaris where we explore different cuisines and different culture cuisines. So not only just Indonesian, but also Spanish and Japanese. So we learn to cook. We certainly eat. It's a lot of fun. We also do excursions, and I mentioned earlier, such as cycling through the back streets of Jakarta or hiking through the hills of Sentul, which is a lot of fun, and visiting various markets. We've just this week visited the Gemstone Market in Jakarta and various food markets. ANZA does assist and can assist newcomers in settling into Jakarta and also just about what life is like here in Indonesia in general. ANZA typically offers a safe, fun place to meet people in a relaxed atmosphere, however you want to make it.
Okay. Yeah, and then with regards to DNC, same like the other organizations, we also have different communication channels that we use. First of all, we have our website, dncjakarta.nl, where we also provide general information about the community and where people can also find the form where they can sign up to become a member. But what is also actively used is our Instagram page. This is where we post announcements of our upcoming activities, but we also post pictures of previous activities. And this is also where we receive a lot of incoming messages from people that are, interested or eager to join. So that's also an important communication channel. And once people actually become a member, they also get access to our WhatsApp groups. Again, you can't do without WhatsApp in Indonesia. So we have WhatsApp groups where we post announcements about upcoming activities, but we also have a WhatsApp group where members can just share anything they want. So some of the topics were highlighted here already with regards to where should I go, where can I find this, etc. But it's also about any upcoming interesting activities, outside of DNC, or people that have maybe like a home business and that they sometimes want to promote. So it's really about building the community and creating, engagement between our members. What else? We also have the magazine that I mentioned before. The magazine is also created by members, for members. So we also have a group of volunteers that work really hard to, 4 times a year, create a wonderful magazine around a specific theme, which provides a lot of interesting content. I think the activities we organize are also an important part of. Also being like a way for people to connect, like whether you're joining our tennis tournament or whether you're joining us on a walking tour through one of the neighborhoods in Jakarta or one of the kids' activities. What we always see is that members meet each other, learn from each other, share tips. It's just such a valuable community actually, and it's all about sharing experiences. And when you arrive here in Jakarta and you don't even know where you should go when you're urgently looking for a dentist, the community is there to help. So that is really helpful. And again, for members, they can choose how actively they involved want to be. For some, they are there every activity. We see them every week. But for others, what we also see is we have families where one of the parents is Dutch, but the other parent, for example, is Indonesian or from another nationality. And the DNC really provides them a connection with Dutch culture that they maybe would otherwise lose. So for them to be able to celebrate Sinterklaas with their kids is, important for them. And sometimes, they are only a member because of that yearly event and they're not joining the other events. So it's very open and there's like no strings attached and people can be as involved as they wish to be. So, thank you.
To join the Women's International Club in Jakarta for expat members is really easy. You just have to find us. We have our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and once you are a member, we also have like several WhatsApp group as well. Like what people are saying, we cannot get by without WhatsApp group here. Our clubhouse is always open. So we invite like all the expat ladies here to join with Jakarta, shop at our bazaar, and join our fun events and all the stuff that we're offering to the expat community. And I guess like the strength for with Jakarta is the connection that you will make with the local people here.
Okay, for us, the AYA is also becoming member of this organization, is becoming part of the big family, the Latino family. And as the other associations, we have also a fee, which is helping for the, as I told you before, for the monthly what you're buying for the orphanage. And becoming part of this family for us is, as everybody is saying also, it becoming the language for us as many members of the Latino Association. The language is a barrier. So having the Spanish or Portuguese as a tool and communicating with the members, it's a big help. The embassies also, as they are also they represent many embassies here. They're helping us to say, okay, there's a group of ladies who are making a social project, who are meeting in different workshops and doing many things together. So this is the way that we are a big family, and we are happy to have, because being out of our countries and being away from the family, our friends come here, the family. So it's our goal.
Well, to join IHS is also very easy. We are very active with Facebook and Instagram, and aspiring volunteers can join directly on our website or come and visit our library, which is adjacent to Senayan Plaza on the 17th floor, where we have our staff also to help you register for membership. Usually it runs from September to the end of August. And as a non-profit yayasan, we are supported by our volunteers and that is for our activities. And with interaction with our volunteers, we, of course, our daily activities from Monday to Saturday, we're very, very, very active. Apart from the activities within each sections and programs, we are also, as a yayasan by law, to meet monthly. So Board of Management meet with different sections monthly, and the information goes both ways, on different ways. And we also need to meet with our Board of Trustees, Board of Supervisor on a yearly basis. So we have annual meeting, general meeting, and we publish annual report, which is, and our account is edited by Pricewaterhouse Pro Bono. So we have that legal requirement, and we call our volunteers friends of IHS instead of members. So we meet on a day-to-day basis through our activities, but we also have two events coming up in May. We have what we call Blue Lotus. Our symbol is the lotus flower. And that's where we review our yearly activities, and to celebrate and to meet also friends, and people can also register for the next year. And the next big event for the whole of volunteers in September, where we present our program for the next year. And again, newcomers can register and meet seasoned volunteers. We support our members because we are cultural, art and culture heritage institution, so we deal on an institutional basis, and we so facilitate meetings for our volunteers, and we work memorandum of understanding with Museum Nasional, with Museum Textiles, and all the cultural institutions, so that our volunteers can volunteers within the framework of the Memorandum of Association. And we also, our library provide around 5,000 books for our researchers in different languages, and our library also functions as a focal point, meeting point, and some of our activities. Also, we allocate budgets for our sections for them to operate within our limited budget as well. So those are our supports for our volunteers.
Thank you all so much. Our listeners now have many paths to be able to connect with you all. And like I said, we'll definitely put all of that information in the video information section so that you guys don't have to do the homework to find everybody. So that being said, let's go back to that conversation that we had started with Anna. Claudia, what do you feel like the impact is to have this, thriving, robust expat association or expat community here in Jakarta to expatriates that are living here now?
Yes, okay, for me as expatriate, I think coming to a new country is this kind of association is the big tool where you have to, is the first thing that you have to do. I remember when we came here, everybody was saying, have you been already in Bali? But I said, no, I have here first to integrate because we were coming without the kids, so it was my husband and me, and for us was the most important part to make, the social life. So these communities are the best thing for being part of the community in this, as expat in this new home that we have. So it's, I'm telling everybody because, I have been already abroad, and in Moldova was, the International Women Association, and this is the big part to find. And as you see, actually my first group was the British Club, and there in the British Club I found some Germans, and then I became, and the last group was the AYA, the Latin American Association, and this was for me, it's my family here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Special.
Yes.
What about you, Nina?
I guess it helps to foster a sense of belonging here and a way to get connected and build a friendship and learn new things and to give back to the local communities here in Indonesia.
Renee?
Yeah, I think similar. I mean, what was mentioned before, trying to find a home or build a home away from home. And I think that is where these communities really support you in. I can, also recall myself when I arrived here 9 years ago. In the beginning, I was alone. And the first event I attended was the King's Day event. And a week later, I was, playing field hockey with a group of girls and invited to, someone's birthday party. And, when you come here all alone and you leave all your family and friends behind, it's a really good starting point to start to get acquainted and find your way in, a place that's completely new to you.
Thank you. So, with the amount of expat experience in the room, whether it's in Jakarta or around the world, we'd be absolutely remiss if we didn't ask for advice. So, Anya, we'll start with you. What kind of advice would you give to newcomers, new expats to Jakarta?
Well, I would definitely recommend to join an organization like IHS, for example, because that it allows the newcomers to immerse socially and culturally immediately and getting to know fellow expats and Indonesians. And as IHS is quite unique in the sense like it's a one-stop community where one can learn and enjoy and live the experience being in the country. And that is the process of integration with locals and also create a new home. It's a new experience that you share together. It creates a community.
And what about you, Stevie?
I would say find your tribe and love them hard. Say yes to joining that coffee morning. Say yes to that invitation to attend a ball where you know nobody at. say yes to that roaming lunch in my case that introduced me to a bunch of really beautiful, amazing women and took me to my first ball, which was the Dutch ball out at Cafe Batavia in 2021. I think as an expat, you can definitely find yourself at times feeling really lost, not just because you're in a new country, but because you do not have your day-to-day things that make you feel like you. And by joining one of the amazing associations where you feel that it fits for you, that's the thing that could change your day when your expat day is not so great. We were just, Claudia was just saying before, the BWA, it has British in its name, but it's not just for British women. And I think we find that with all of the associations. So find your tribe and love them hard.
Very true. Very true. Thank you. Yeah. And finally, Sharon?
Yes. Look, the decision to move countries is a big decision, and it typically results in amazing experiences, but it's fair to say also some frustrating situations. By joining a community like these expat associations, you can learn about some of the experiences that other people have enjoyed, but also they can lessen the frustration of those situations that can be very frustrating. So it's about finding the group that works for you. Not all groups are going to work for all people. So as Stevie said, it's about finding a tribe. Many expats before you will have had experiences and lessons that you certainly can learn from, and they'll be different from person to person. So I think that make the effort to, I think someone before said that they joined several different associations before they found the one that was theirs. And I think that's really, really a very important lesson, that not one size or one size fits all. Settling into any country, Indonesia, it's going to have its little idiosyncrasies, lots of things that you're not going to understand. So the people that have been before you, that have had some experiences, you can listen and either take their advice or navigate your own path. And I think that that's a really important part of the journey, is actually, having some of your own experiences, falling down and brushing the dust off and getting back up, and you then have a little pearl of wisdom that you can then impart to someone else that you may hear that has done something similar. So, yeah.
Great advice, ladies. Thank you. So our final question of the session, what is something that you would like to impart on our listeners that we haven't covered yet, or that you really want to say? And Renee, I believe you have something to share?
Yeah, I think besides the communities that are present here, what really helped me when I arrived was that there was an Instagram account where some people were posting, great tips and activities or lists of the best restaurants in town, etc. Unfortunately, that stopped. So when my friend Iris arrived last year, she said, this is what I really miss. So Iris and I actually started two Instagram accounts. One is Jakarta's Best and the other one is Jakarta's Best Kids. And what we're trying to do there is really capture all of the different topics that you can think of that as an expat you would like to know in Jakarta, and put them into one place where you can find it. So whether it's the best steaks in town, the most romantic date restaurants, but also where to find the tailors, where to find a hairdresser. Jakarta's Best Kids is more focused on families. So where can I, bring my kids to during the weekends? What kind of activities are being organized? Which schools are there? The list of topics is massive. But that's what we're trying to do on those Instagram accounts, to really create one spot, one place where all of those hidden gems or useful lists can be found. So that is maybe some advice I would like to give. Like, have a look at the accounts and see if this can also be helpful for you.
Yeah, thank you. And we'll make sure those Instagram handles are included in the information as well. Those are, I followed them and they're definitely great. Anya, what about you?
Well, I would like to invite everybody to come and visit the Museum Nacional, because we offer this guide museum tour, and we offer so many different language tours. So I would like to invite people. That would be, I think, a nice quick step to get to know Indonesia. And in all these different aspects of knowledge and history and treasures, and it is just so wide and vast. And and come and visit our library and get to know us.
Absolutely, thank you. Did anyone else have anything they wanted to say? Okay. Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate you sharing your knowledge and all of your really thoughtful replies. So Esti, we were talking a little bit before we started recording about how obviously quite well connected here within the expat community and also the cultural community to be able to pull all of these lovely ladies together. So how important is it to you as part of your conversation with your clients to be able to impart the knowledge that you have about these communities and, the families that they really encompass? I know some people might be listening to this and say, what does all of this have to do with real estate at the end of the day?
Well, yes, that's true. But again, excuse me, the EMC relocation. So relocation, it's not just about real estate. So we tackle things that relating to relocation issues. So settling in and being part of the community, knowing which school is the right school for the child, which healthcare provider is the right thing. So for us as relocation services, it's important that we connect with our community and like ladies tonight, sharing each of the organization goal and anything that you can offer to the new community and about Indonesia, about Jakarta, to enjoy living here as expat in a more productive, positive, engaging, fun, and that's important for us as a relocation, but not just housing, but it's the whole one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, like I said, very much to our guests. Thank you to our listeners. Make sure you like and subscribe the video so you don't miss the next podcast. And you can find all the information that we've talked about in the information section of the video. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies. And tonight, especially to Gary, who is our mediator here, preparing all of this. Thank you so much for the hard work, and to you all ladies for spending your time, your busy time, to agree to come tonight to share your experience and the goal of each organization and the wonderful work that you give to the community and to giving back to the underprivileged. So I thank you for joining tonight, and so until the next podcast, thank you so much. Bye everyone.
Bye.